Sporting an average record and playing an average Baylor team, there was actually a reason for optimism on Saturday, as OU got its Heisman Trophy winner, Sam Bradford, back after that 3.5-game absence due to the bum shoulder. Baylor had never beaten OU in Norman, and the Sooners had handed the Bears 18 straight losses. Bob Stoops wasn't counting on any of that changing on Saturday afternoon.
And a quarterback from Oklahoma City, number 14, Sam Bradford.
Yes, the crowd was pumped as slinging Sammy B finally suited up and returned to action. But it was a rough start for the OU offense. The Sooners held the ball for less than 4 minutes in the first quarter. Only 2 possessions. Both were fruitless. But in the second quarter, OU put something together. Bradford found Cameron Kenny for the 11-yard gain all the way down to the 2-yard line. And from there, Kenny proceeded to drop 2 passes, and Matt Clapp dropped 1 before Chris Brown finally bulldozed in from 1 yard out. OU led 7-0 with 8:26 left in the first half. On the Sooners' next drive, it was 3rd and 7 from their own 23 when Bradford threw out in the flat to Brandon Caleb, and the junior receiver did the rest, cutting back against the field and breaking away for a 49-yard gain. Caleb led all receivers with 7 catches for 139 yards. Sooners capped their second scoring drive the same way as the first. Chris Brown, this time from 4 yards out. OU led 14-0 with 3:48 left in the first half. Brown rushed 19 times for 72 yards and 2 scores. OU led 14-7 at the half, and while the Sooners had only rushed for 25 yards, the Bears had only ran for 2. In the second half, the OU defense continued to step up. Keenan Clayton corralled the ball after it bounced high off the hands of Baylor's Jared Salubi, but the Sooners would stall inside the Baylor 10, and Jimmy Stevens would kick his second field goal of the half. OU led 20-7. Baylor went 3 and out and made the mistake of punting to Dominique Franks. The speedy junior brought it back 43 yards. He had 4 punt returns on the day for a total of 100 yards. The Sooners were in business. Meanwhile, Baylor free safety Jordan Lake was about out of commission after DeMarco Murray absolutely plowed over him. Never a good sign for you when you look up and see the crowd making fun of you as they watch the replay. Murray led the Sooners with 113 yards on 24 carries. The Sooners couldn't convert on 1st and goal from the 3 and settled for their 3rd field goal of the day. OU led 23-7 with under a minute left in the 3rd. It was 26-7 late in the 4th when Bradford led the Sooners on his final drive of the day and capped it with a 3-yard touchdown pass to much-maligned Adron Tennell. Tennell had 2 catches for 29 yards. OU led 33-7. Bradford was 27 of 49 for 389 yards and the lone touchdown, but his receivers' drops numbered in the double digits. Bradford becomes the first OU quarterback to eclipse 8,000 yards passing. The Sooners run 99 plays and roll up 592 total yards. Baylor finished with 6 yards rushing. OU has won a program-best 27 straight home games. The Bears dropped to 0-19 against the Sooners all time as OU beats Baylor 33-7.
To have been off as much as he has, to go out there in his first go at it, to play as well as he did. I thought he played great. Again, he stays away from the negative plays or the bad plays, and he had a great night. And you add in 7, 8, 9 drops, and you could cut that and say, all right, there's 5 legitimate that are dead right in their hands. You got to, he has an incredible night. So he's a great player. He's a great competitor. Talking to him, in the locker room afterwards, I asked him how it felt. He goes, "It felt great."
Yeah, it's extremely, gratifying just to get back on the field, just to be out there with the guys that, I've put in so much work with in the off season, and, just, the simple things. I mean, handoffs, everything out there, it's just exciting to be back, really. I think we're going to get better as an offense every week. I still feel like our receivers, they made some great plays today. I love the energy that they were playing with today. They were flying around. They made a lot of downfield blocks. sprung some runs for us. I'm sure, we're going to eliminate some of those drops going in, down the road. But, I thought they played great today. Bottom
line, to me, we had to play through it. Today we didn't stop throwing it or throwing it to a guy because he had a drop. We're going to, if the passes are there, we're calling them, and we're going through a progression, and we're going, he's got to rip it and throw it, and we got to make plays. And if a guy doesn't make one, we got to keep moving, and go down the road. So. We can do a little extra work, but to me, we got to play through it, and that's what we tried to do today.
I mean, we had mental errors, as far as the drops and stuff like that, but we had to come back and forget the last play and just keep going to the next one and just coming back at second half and just making more plays.
Man, it was big for us, we was kind of down and out in the game that we should have won. It was just us trying to come out and just play the game the way that we know how to play it.
They do have a quarterback named Colt McCoy, and from what I've seen, he runs his offense pretty well, and he's been doing it for a while, and I don't think it's going to change. So we have to be very well prepared to play this team we about to play. It's going to be a lot of intensity, a lot of high energy, and it's a big game. So we got to be well prepared. But we're not going to go at it, any different than we would any other game.
But yeah, the downside, if you want to immediately go to the negative, we needed to score more touchdowns in the red zone. That's what you need, and we'll work on that. And it gets down to some execution, a little better blocking. We had a drop or so, where we have opportunities to score. We got to catch them, and that's just part of it.
So Sam Bradford looks especially impressive in his return to play, but his supporting cast could definitely use some work. The drops will have to stop. The red zone offense will have to drastically improve, or else next week's Red River Shootout in Dallas will be decidedly burnt orange. Reporting from Owen Field in Norman, Damon FONTENOT, NEWSOK Sports.